Whatever you want to do, man. All right. We are
I don't
live,
care.
ladies and gentlemen. I know we've been away for a while, but welcome to the season finale, the last episode of the season of Inside the GEFA. Of course, my name is Daniel Morales, and I'm here as always with James Simonson. James, how are you, man?
All right.
Good. Now, if you guys haven't been following the GEFA, we have a new champion this year. The Comanche defeated the Legends. We got some interviews today. We got some big news. Man, it's gonna be a lot of fun, James. You want to take it away, old friend?
Yeah, it's kind of a sad day today. I mean, yeah, it's one of my last episodes on the podcast. I'm no longer president, but mostly because the Comanche are on. That means they're champs, so that's a sad one. Uh, we even got Dotson on here. Like we got London, we got Q, we got Dotson. I'm sure we're gonna have more popping on as the episode goes on. But first and foremost, I just want to congratulate you guys. Uh, you put in a shit ton of work to get where you guys were. So not everybody gets to be can be a champ. And even though it took a while for some of you guys, you got there. So congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Definitely
Thanks.
appreciate that.
So let's start with Dotson. Now, I know this has been a long time for you. You've been in the league for a while. Uh, what team did you start with?
I started with the Port Matilda Flash in 2014. So that was my first year. You remember Rick Lash? He was the head coach.
Yeah.
And
How many games
you
did
know,
he coach that year?
he coached all of them.
Oh, all
All
of them?
10. Yeah. So I started there. And then after that, I went to the Altoona Bandits. They only lasted a year.
Rail City.
Yeah.
I think that's
That's
the
when
first time
Dan.
I met you in 2016.
Yep. Yep. Dan Beatty was the head coach over there.
Yeah, when you came to the Shock.
After that, I was took a little hiatus for a couple years. Then I went to the Vikings. And I stayed there for like 4 years. Um, Once I'm done there, I went to Tomahawks for a year. I had a pretty good year there. And then after that, I'm like the horror of the GFA. I just bounce around. Um, I know. Then I
That's
went to
crazy.
Williamsport for 1 year, and we was a game away from making it to the championship. Then, Monk, I reached out to Monk, and I pretty much asked, "Hey, this might be my last year. I'm trying to contribute a little bit." And he said, "Come in," and he kept it straight with me, man. He was like, "Look, you got to earn this. I ain't giving you shit." So I give him all the respect, and that's all I really ask for, man. Just let me earn it. If I'm not good, that's fine. I'll work at it, but don't, you know, and trying to that politic game shit. But
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what was your first conversation with Monk like?
um, it was good, man. It was good. He was just telling me about the scheme a little bit, and he's pretty much was telling me like, look, I think you have a lot of talent. Um, he realized that I wasn't really being utilized much in other teams. So he said, look, man, I want you to come over and play for me. Once again, like I said before, he He kept it straight with me. He said, "Look, you gotta earn it, man, because I got Kasim, I got Train. Like the shit ain't going to be easy. Like you gotta earn that shit." And I love it. I love it. I like to consider myself a workhorse, man. I don't like people telling me I can't do something because I'll do my best to prove people wrong, man. Can't stand that shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it
What would you say was your favorite year?
this year for sure. This year because it was just a family, man. It was no arguing, no fighting, no jealousy, no nothing. It's just straight business. We have leaders from the head coach to the quarterback to like everyone kept everybody accountable, man. It's plenty of times that, you know, I messed up in London. Hey, dude, what you doing? And I love that shit, you know. So this is for sure the best year I ever had in this league ever.
Well, that's the thing about it when you have people around you that don't let you settle for just good enough. Like that's what you need to keep you honest and keep you where you need to be. Like if people are just going to be like, yeah, yeah, you're doing great and all that stuff, and you're messing up, like where's the growth in that? What are you going to learn? Like you're not
Right.
learning anything.
Right.
You're not getting better. You're not doing anything to help your team. So like at that point, like what kind of really what kind of team is that if they're just going to accept that? Like everybody that's in this league is all trying to be the best. And if we're settling for just good enough, then like obviously you're not trying to actually be the best.
Right. Right. And it's not only just, you know, offense, defense would keep offense in line. Same thing, vice versa. Like everybody kept everyone accountable. Like it was no days off, man. It was constantly, hey, watching film. If you mess up at practice, we're gonna call you out on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call myself out on stuff, and it was truly a family atmosphere, man. It literally reminded me of high school. Seriously. It was
I mean,
just
that's what we did with the shock. I had Carson film every practice, every single play. And then he would go into the defensive chat and be like, all right, you suck on this. You got to get better with this. This isn't how you do it. Where's your back pedal on this? Your eyes are in the backfield. Like he broke down every single thing. And that's what I told him I wanted him to do when he started coaching with me. I'm like, I want you to know every single situation. And if something falls apart, I want you to be able to see that it's about to before it even happens.
right,
That way you could train yourself to be like, all right, let's make an adjustment here. I'm like, I just don't want to be reactive. I want to be proactive at all times. And that's what we were doing. So they hear that you guys were doing that as well. That's awesome. I love that stuff.
uh, yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, we all put a lot of work in, a lot of off season preparation. I mean, in the snow, London can contest we was freezing our freaking ass off out there. And, our own owner, Jeff, I mean, he provided heaters, indoor facility. Like it was just it's I just couldn't feel like there's no way that we'll lose because it's just like we put so much fucking work behind this, behind the scenes. It was ridiculous how much work we put in. So
I mean, it puts one of the main things is not not so much getting everybody at the practice because nowadays nobody wants to show up for practice. They don't want to put in the work that's needed to be what I feel is a championship caliber. but you have to get the players to buy in as well. And you guys had a lot of free agents come in to this season, and they all bought in. Like that's what you don't see much of now. And it's like, and years prior with the Comanche net, they brought in a lot of free agents and that, and you didn't feel like they all bought in. Now all of a sudden this year it was like, all right, maybe it's going to be the same old Comanche. They're going to try to build a super team, and then when they're going to win the games that are supposed to, but when it starts getting troublesome or whatever, you're going to start seeing the cracks. And
I think I'm sorry, go ahead.
the amount of free agents, and I didn't see that this year with you guys.
I think what changed it all, honestly, is that first game, man. That first game was the catapult for a season. We had adversity, we had ups, downs, and we came back, and it's like, all right, if we did it once, we can do it for 10 more games. Like, we didn't have any type of setback, man. It was like, hey, we was down what 2 scores in the first game,
Mm-hmm.
and we just says, hey, let's slow this down, let's buy in, let's focus on what we need to focus on. We're gonna climb back in this shit, man. And it was like, it was incredible, man. Like, it just everything worked the way it's supposed to work, man. No arguing, no fighting, no bickering with each other. It was straight focus and picking each other up. And that's the best part of it all. If someone mess up, hey, dude, next play, next play, next play. And that's the best part. That's
And
how
that's
you
where
can
I was
do
kind of
dial
at
in.
with like that first game with you guys. Like I think it was like 32-18 at like halftime in that. And I'm like, all right, here's the old Comanche way. They're going to start imploding, and you're going to start seeing the cracks and all that stuff. And then, like, because I was in Rhode Island at the time when it was going on, and I think I had Kenny Reed texting me what was going on. And he was giving me the score updates and all that stuff. And then when you guys came back and all that stuff, I'm like, all right. And I'm like, this is different. Because, like, usually, like, something like that, you guys fall behind in previous years. That was usually it. Like, I mean, London, correct me if I'm wrong with that, but it's just like this year was you guys faced adversity and you guys were like, fuck it, we got this. And there was no issues whatsoever. Like it was
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it went. Going that game in particular, going into halftime, we were yeah, like you guys said, we were down 14, and nobody really felt like we were even at a risk of losing that game still. Like we made our halftime adjustments. We came out. Everybody kind of calmed their nerves down, and yeah, we just came out and played better in the second half. It wasn't there was nobody pointing fingers. Like I had missed the pass. Everybody was on like the first drive. It was wide open. Probably could have scored a touchdown. I missed. Nobody said anything. We were just on to the next one. And the same went for the defense. They gave up some weird play. I think Nyhart got open as he does, and he scored on us, and it was just like a blown coverage play. But yeah, it was there was never any doubt in our minds that we were still able to win that game, and sure enough, we came back and got it. So
yeah, that was like I said, that was huge for you guys. That was like to me that was like all right, the Comanche are here this year. Like it's they weren't just like the normal, oh, let's try to be a super team and hope talent alone uh wins a championship. This time it was like, all right, they're making adjustments. They're all in. Every single person on that team has bought into the system, bought into the way, and it doesn't matter what's thrown in front of them. They're going to try to find a way to win, and they're going to do it together. Like that made you guys dangerous in my eyes.
I think I can agree with that. That was our biggest thing. I mean, not that we had too many opportunities like that throughout the season, just because a lot of those games we were just in the lead and didn't have too much to worry about. But even in games where, like the Tomahawks game at the end of the season there in the playoffs, the defense started out slow. I mean, we were going punch for punch there for a while, and nobody really got upset. Offense was like, "Hey, we'll just keep scoring. You guys do whatever you have to do to get us back or get us to pull ahead here, and we'll get it done." So even the little things like that that would sometimes, I'm not going to say in the past, because we were pretty. There were times in the past we were resilient too, and were able to come through. So I don't want to attest to against those guys from older teams to say that, oh, we couldn't do it with them, or this team was different because we could do it. It was just our execution and ability to go out and handle it, even with a lot of those guys were new. So it's like we'd only played football together for however many months at this point in time. So to be able to just look at each other and be like, "Hey, I trust you if you trust me," it was huge.
Yeah, like I remember when like Vinny was like my OC and all that stuff, and he would pull the defense aside and he's like, "Listen, guys, all I need is one stop, and I'll do we'll get the rest." And I felt like that was a lot of times with you guys. You're just saying, when push came to shove, just get me a stop and we'll do the rest. Like it just
I mean, yeah, pretty much. It was like our offense did get pretty big headed there too. We had a couple games, and I think 5 or 6 of our games this season we didn't get stopped on a single drive throughout the game. So I mean, we were just super confident in what we could do, and anytime it came down to it, we knew that it didn't really matter who was in front of us. We were going to come through.
now I saw that video that they did with the hating and all that stuff on you, and uh I absolutely love that video. Uh, I mean, I hated that some of your passes weren't tight spirals, but but I just thought that was just such a great video because like going into this season, it was always like, you know, yeah, London's the quarterback of the Comanche. He's leading his team to the playoffs every year that he's been there, but he's never been like that top five type of guy. He's you never see him towards the top of the leaderboards and all that stuff. So like to see you mature and go into this year and be league MVP and Keystone Bowl MVP, like that was just awesome for you, man. I'm so proud of you with that.
Thank you, thank you.
That's my quarterback, baby.
Yeah, shout out Dodson for
No,
that little video.
So I want to say something really quick. So I haven't seen you guys play much, but James said something about you guys always finding a way to win. And you guys remind me of the Tigers because no matter how much they're down, they always seem to way to win. And whenever you're compared to the best damn team in baseball, that's a good sign, man.
I knew it was gonna be baseball.
Yeah.
That's if you didn't see us much, you missed a good show. But
Hey, I
yeah,
had work this year. I had work, so I couldn't really come to as many games as I would have liked.
fair enough, fair enough. Well, if you ever want to watch a highlight reel, you can check us out on YouTube.
I will. Everyone, check out the Comanche on YouTube. So, London, I want to ask
You
you
already
something
have.
really quick. This is for all three of you. This could just be for one of you. How the hell does it feel to be GFA champions? London, I'll start with you, then Q, then Dodd.
Oh, I mean, there's not too many words other than awesome. It's a great feeling. You know, in the moment you kind of don't realize it, but now it's settling in. And I even went to work, and I work with a former GEFA champion, Jeremy Stauffer, and I got to work on Monday, and he said, "Congrats, champ!" And that shit just made me smile ear to ear, man. It's such a great feeling to finally get there after, I guess, 4 years now of hard work and sitting through Zooms and however many different teammates that I've seen and no longer see. It's just a lot of progression that's led up to this one moment. It means a lot. So,
Jeremy won a
Well,
championship in 2021 with the Hitman.
mhm.
yep. From what I've heard, you deserve it, man. You've all deserved it. What about you, Q? What does being a GFA champion mean to you, my friend?
He's always eating.
It feels good, man. Um, especially to
Frank?
get one with Monk, because that man puts in so much work behind closed doors that nobody knows about, bro. And it's just the fact that all everybody said is, "Oh, he can't get a ring. Da-da-da, he can't do this. He can't do that." Like there's a lot of us on the team that took that personal every single year, and like for him to finally get one, like it's relief. Like it's like a weight off your shoulders, honestly. And like if you know what I mean, you'll understand. Like the people that do know what I mean will understand. But it just feels good, honestly.
Right. Finally, Dotson, my man, what does being a GFA champion mean to you, my friend?
Run it back.
Yep.
That's all I'm dead ass serious. Run this shit right back.
I thought
This
you were
shit, I
retired.
had too much fun. I'm not retiring. I fuck that shit. I'm gonna play until I can't play no more. I'm getting all the records. Fuck all of y'all. But
I, I love I love that mentality.
no, it means a lot, man. Like Q said, Monk, that man, I knew he put a lot of work in until I came to the team, man, and I just like zoom, zoom, zoom. Like it's like what the fuck? It's like
Yeah,
right after the game, we got a zoom. I'm like, yo, we didn't even like healed up yet, yeah.
yeah. Sometimes it's like too much Zoom, but I mean, it's never too much because it always pays off. It's
Right.
Yeah,
sometimes
it was
you hop in there and you see the Zoom link, it's sent to the chat, and you kind of sigh and you're like, ah, shit. But I mean, it helps. It definitely does, and the work that he puts in to get us game planned and ready to face whoever is great. So even though
his
I
attention
hop
to
in there
detail is
sometimes and
amazing.
hate it, yeah. Even though I hop in there sometimes and hate it, I'll never actually hate on the thought of it. You know.
Right. Well, congratulations, boys.
Thank
And
you.
here's to running it back, my friends.
I know when
Monk
like
coming back too.
You know.
Is on record. He'll be back.
They better
who's
hope
that?
not.
Oh, on camera getting hurt.
I know
I saw all these
Thor and I
notifications
were
from last
talking
night
about
at 3.
going into this game, and I always said like going against Monk is hard enough the first time. Going against him the second time is even worse. And then the third time, it's got to be excruciating because, I mean, it's not like he's just going to lay down. And I felt like that second game, it wasn't like you guys weren't trying to win the game, but I felt like it was like a trial and error type thing to try to see what would work against them in the Keystone Bowl. And it was like to see like all the different situations that if we lined up this way, this is how they're going to line up in this situation and all that stuff, just to see that when you guys faced them in the Keystone Bowl, you've seen it all. So I felt like Monk was already planning the end game before the Keystone Bowl was even still 2 weeks out. So it's hats off to his preparation and that. I mean, I couldn't do that anymore. Like, there's no way I could do all the Zoom meetings and all that stuff that he does, and just he is one of the most competitive coaches I've ever seen in this league. I mean, he's a pain in the ass, but he truly cares about his players and putting them in a position to succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And big ups to the O line, big ups to the defensive line, secondary, wide
Special teams and
receivers,
everything, man.
everybody, man. Everybody from top to bottom, everybody.
I mean, in the Keystone Bowl, you dominated in all three facets. I mean, I don't remember if you guys scored on defense. I know you had 2 interceptions.
Yep.
And we had a pick
Yeah.
six from Kyrie. Thank.
No, John Stump
We got
scored
that fumble
on
in the end
a fumble
zone.
recovery.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, yep.
I mean, Q dropped a couple picks, but
3.
It's so
Bro,
funny
we
because
should have had about
the one he
7.
did get got called back.
Right,
right.
right.
That's all right. We counted it in our hearts. Fuck that.
I didn't.
Both of our corners should have had more receptions than all their receivers in all reality, which is kind of
That's why I
sad.
was
If we
laughing
really,
because
yeah,
in the
that's
regular
sad.
GEFA group, I was like, "Oh, Q's a bum. He dropped 1 pick just so Q would correct me in front of everybody. He'd be like, "Yo, I dropped 2."
Right.
Nah, we. This is a season to remember, man. I think for everybody.
Q, Pryor says you're a bum.
What'd you say to that,
Is
Q?
it dirty?
Who, Dirty? Is that
Is it
Dirty?
dirty or Steven?
Oh, you're DC.
Oh, Stevie.
Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. He's been
Dirty's
telling me to
probably
use
still
my
talking
look.
about the
Stevie's been
tomahawks.
telling me to, like, yo, stop catching with your wrist all season. Like, he's literally been telling me that all season. All season.
I don't know if I've ever heard of anybody having to be told that.
It's I don't know what he means though, but now when I look on film, it's like, oh, I see it. Like, it's like I separate my hands. It's weird how I try to catch the ball, and like he made me peep that, and it definitely came out in the chip game.
Mhm.
But after I dropped it, he was just like, "Are you serious? Like, use your hands." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right."
And
That's
listen,
the
you
thing,
gotta
though.
get big
Even
ups
like
to.
as the game was going on, you guys were still making adjustments. It's not like you're like, oh, we're up 28-6 at halftime. It's over. Like, no, it's. I heard a lot of people on your sideline yelling at 0-0. Get your heads out of your asses, and it's.
Yeah, the game wasn't over. Game wasn't over, but there's 4 quarters left in the game, and at any time it felt like they wanted to make a run, we had to be ready for it.
Gotta give big ups to our defensive coordinator also, bro. That's his first year coaching defense. And he showed out. Damn, Q, that was for you.
He's going to be my DC and the charity game.
He called the perfect game. He called
What's
the
that?
perfect game. Perfect game for us Saturday. Perfect game.
Mhm. I mean, it was like no matter what the Legends were doing, they just couldn't get out of their own way. And I don't know if it was just too much pressure or that, but it was just I've never saw them fumble as much as they did. Like some of the players, I've never saw uh, just the way they struggled. I mean, but like at the same breath, like I said before, like Greg Medina's on that other side, and you can never count him out. I
Yeah.
mean, you could put him on a stretcher, and he'll be back by the fourth quarter, and still throw 3 touchdowns and try to make a comeback, or run with a broken jaw. And that, like, it's just the man is phenomenal. Like it just he will do anything he can to win.
Yes, sir. QB power cannot save you anymore, my friend. It will not save you.
Dude, I'm kind of mad. We didn't run ours at all.
Yeah. We
Nah,
I
didn't need
wanted,
to. We didn't
I
need to.
wanted to though. I wanted that. So
Yeah.
that shit was nasty.
it was.
Danny, what other questions you have?
Honestly, that's the only one that I have.
You really only had one?
Yeah, well, let me think. Let me think.
Oh my god.
Do you guys think you have the ability to run it back next year?
Yes.
Definitely.
We'll take time to think about it first. God
No
damn.
need. No need.
What
What will it take for you guys to run it back this year? Or next year? Fuck.
Month.
Next season.
Month prior, everybody have the same mentality, man.
Yes.
Same exact mentality. And it's going
Q?
to be twice as hard because, you know what I mean? People going to be coming for us. For
They
real,
know
for real.
what's gonna. I mean, they knew what was coming the first time, but this time around, like I feel like there's gonna be people trying to load up, trying to, yo, they
Right.
come back. Let's be ready for it.
Yep.
Right. So
So
do
we
you
got
guys
it.
oh, Q, London, anything to add?
No, what's a run back? I feel like it'd be even easier. I mean, you just gave us a whole season to lock in with the group of guys that we have, and I mean, you could right now. I'd be confident going against the rest of the All Stars from the league. Like, and that could be kind of outrageous, but you know what I mean. That's how much I trust this group of guys that you could take the All Stars from the rest of the league and throw them on the other side of us, and I'd be confident that we could win that game. So
So you think you could beat anyone?
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm saying just the way this team came together in such a quick time, and just the way we were able to play football. Like we got out there and everybody was same page, same goal, like same mindset. It was crazy. So yeah, I could see it taking a lot to stop us.
Now, is there a certain team that you guys have on your radar for next year? Either one that you want to beat or one that you have an old grudge against?
Vikings.
Yeah, that would have been nice if we could have got them
Yeah,
full tank.
I want to see them reloaded.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I felt disrespectful to come over and bring like a whole second. I mean, I don't even know if it was, but I don't
Either
know
way,
that game just didn't feel right to beat up on the team that they brought. So
because there's no way they came into that game and felt, hey, like we got a shot of winning this game, guys. It just wasn't happening. Like they was missing a lot of pieces. It just wasn't happening. They put up a good
I
fight
guess
though.
I guess that's generous, but I guess it's better than paying the fine. So for the forfeit,
Damn.
Yeah,
If
I
you
mean,
guys
sorry,
played the
I'm
Vikings
just being honest.
tomorrow,
I'm
if
just
you guys
being
played
honest. My bad.
if you guys played the Vikings tomorrow, do you think you would win?
Yes.
Yeah,
hundred
I ain't gonna
percent.
say too much. I was about to say something crazy. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I was too though. So yeah, I
You
had to bite
know,
my tongue.
I'll chill.
I can't say I'm not disappointed of all the episodes to have Thor on.
He knew. He never shows up when Comanche are doing something good.
Damn.
All right, I guess I have one more. What are your guys' plans for the off season?
Practice. 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 Get
Hey,
better. Get
so
better. Get better.
Oh man, y'all are better than me. I mean, I'm in the gym, so I can't say that I don't do too much in the off season. But I don't know. I want to chill. I want to make the most out of these weekends. Freeing up a Saturday is a lot to have. So I don't know.
Right.
Maybe I'll pick up a hobby. Maybe I'll come back next season being able to play guitar or something. I don't know.
Oh, we got practice next week.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna
I'm
lie,
on.
London. I thought you said guitar. I thought you meant Atari, like the video game system, not guitar, the
Shit,
instrument.
I'm playing Mario Kart right now. I'm not even lying. I have Mario Kart screen pulled up right now. Even
The
though
new
it's
one?
yeah, the new
Ah,
one.
you got the new one. I got Persona 4 Golden right now.
Oh hell yeah.
I
I
love
I
Mario
enjoyed
Kart.
3 and I thought I'd
Geek London.
play through 4 before the remastered version came out.
I would smash everybody in here in Mario Kart. You better stop
Just
playing with
stop
me.
it.
Oh, is that a
Y'all got me.
You
challenge?
better stop playing with
Is
me.
that
Just
a
stop it, Q.
challenge? Because I will
You
take you
better
up on
stop
that.
playing with me. All
I
jokes
will
Q,
aside.
take you up on
Oh
that.
my God.
Q, what happened last time you put money on a video game?
Nah, nah,
Ain't
nah.
Chase rob
Yeah,
you?
chill. Nah,
No,
this ain't.
put me up against you guys
It
in
brings me to
Smash
my
Brothers.
Nintendo 64
You guys
vibes,
are all
man.
going
Come on,
down.
man. Nobody was playing Nintendo 64 like that.
Yeah, because we not old like you, bro.
Come on,
Don't
man.
be make
See,
don't be
like I
making fun of old
forgot.
people, bro.
Yeah, see, I
You know what
forgot.
game was really good for Nintendo 64?
GoldenEye? Yes.
That was the best first person shooting game ever.
Yes.
Bro,
Yeah.
obviously you didn't play
I
Modern
never
Warfare
I never played
2019.
GoldenEye.
You don't know. You don't know nothing about no GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was
You young.
out way before Modern Warfare.
GoldenEye was legendary. Oh my gosh.
Yo,
No, I've
my
I've
bad, bro.
seen people react to it. It's like the blocky human stick figures, and you had the split screen on multiplayer, didn't it?
The Golden Gun was, man. If you
Yeah,
don't know about
but
the Golden
when
Gun,
I
you
was a
don't. Yeah.
kid, those graphics were amazing.
hmm
They were so realistic.
What in 96 you craved block stick figures?
Yeah, like playing like Resident Evil 2 on
That
Nintendo
was awesome.
64. And I'm like, oh, these graphics are amazing. And I look back at it, and it's all like block blood and everything. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking as a kid? My standards were so low.
Roblox would have been perfect in that time.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like when my kid plays Roblox now, and I'm like, what are you playing on Sega? Like it's
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Sega.
It's
So
literally on everything.
I have to say, my parents, when it came to retro video games, they raised me and my brother right. We had GameCube, we had the N64, we had a Dreamcast that never fucking worked. We had
Dreamcast is crazy.
see.
Danny, what was your favorite game on the GameCube?
Oh,
Dreamcast
by
is nuts.
far, Super Smash Brothers Melee.
100%.
Yeah, no, it was Melee. That intro cutscene alone,
100%.
cinema.
You know what was my
Fox.
favorite one?
What?
Animal Crossings.
That was GameCube?
No
It was
way,
the
bro.
dumbest fucking game ever, but
No
I
was
have
way.
to look this up. Animal
He
Crossing.
said Animal Crossing is nuts, James.
I
Like, come
was
on, bro.
deeply
Yep.
invested in that.
Animal Crossing for the
Animal
Nintendo
Crossing is
GameCube
nuts.
was released in
Yeah,
2002.
that's nuts. Like, come on, bro.
Damn.
Animal Crossing.
Come on, bro.
2002.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
Specifically September 16th, 2002.
My wife's
Holy.
How old are you, James?
42.
Damn.
I graduated in '01. I'm a relic.
Old ass.
So, so I have to say, people think I'm old because, I'm 20, I'm almost 26, basically relic
Says
myself,
you're
but
old.
I go to work and I'm surrounded by grizzled war veterans and senior citizens because I work at a casino and I'm like, God damn, I feel 20 years younger. Just by being all those people that are 3 times my
See,
age
Dawson, you're
every
not the
day.
only one that's washed up.
Shut up.
There's Thor.
Wait,
Oh, you see
Thor's
it?
here?
What's up,
Howdy.
fellas?
This is my room.
Thor!
What a
What's
time.
up?
Chilling.
Thor, are you wearing your stupid fucking t-shirt?
No.
Oh, put it on. Turn your camera on. I want to see.
No, Danny, it wasn't one I had. And that was before London's day.
Oh. We're just
So,
talking about old GameCube
it
game
was a
story. You got any? Oh,
And it was a coincidence too when it came to that. Like, I didn't know they wore them because of Caleb. I just thought they were like taking a shot at us and showing up with these shirts and stuff. I had no idea that it didn't actually have anything to do with us.
We just found out the other day.
It was like a year later, and Caleb told me, and I was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Everybody remembers that episode because of that shit."
Classic.
In Thor's line, and they wore those stupid fucking t-shirts.
Dude, fucking t-shirts to our field.
stupid fucking t-shirt.
Yo. He said it's so funny.
So, guys, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
And try not to be biased on this, but I know it's going to be hard. But where do you see this Comanche team compared to the other champions in the past? Try not to be biased.
At least, I mean, I guess Q and Dodson will have a little more depth on this one, just because I've only been in the league for 4 years. But in my past 4 years, I'd say it's, I don't know, the Vikings team that got it last year was similar in nature, where it was kind of a mosh posh of just all stars. But at the same time, I can't not be biased because I think that we would beat that team. So it's like it's a conundrum.
Honestly, we everyone thinks that this is a super team. Like the offensive line is the same, the quarterback was the same. Yeah, we still had Kasim. You added me, which I'm old and washed. Um, we got trained. That's a huge pickup. Chase is a huge pickup. The receiver's been the same, so it's not like we loaded up. You know what I mean? Like
We added key pieces.
we
We added key pieces.
Especially on the defensive side of the ball.
100%. 100%.
And because of your depth, your special teams were serious.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like you look in the
That was
box.
one of the things that really set you guys apart was your depth. Like you guys were so deep in a lot of positions.
I mean, yeah, we had 5 or 6 receivers playing at all times. So like there wasn't a single receiver that played every snap, and there wasn't a single receiver that didn't get at least a snap a game. So I mean, on offense, the running backs were always fresh. Even we had five O linemen that played, and that's excluding Joe. If you say Joe's just a tight end, Joe could come in and play any 3 spots on the O line as well. So, but then on defense, the box had like 8 guys in rotation. The secondary always had 4 or 5 guys in rotation. So, yeah, the depth definitely kind of set us apart in terms of teams of the past.
And it's not like it was a drop off. Like usually, you got your first string, second string, third string, and it's like it didn't matter who came in, the job got done. You know what I mean? Like it did not matter.
But I feel like you guys, like when I say you guys, I mean the Comanche as a whole organization, like, or I guess on-field organization. I feel like you guys are just way leaps and bounds better. Like, no offense, but I feel like your team last year was one of the weaker teams that we've seen from in any of the 2020 to 2025 teams that we've seen from the Comanche. Like, you guys were able to pull some things together and be competitive, and you made it into the playoffs like easily. But I mean, I feel like 2020 Comanche would have beat your last year team but your 2025 Comanche team would have beat the 2020 Comanche team. Like, you guys really stepped up. And I feel like out of all the seasons I've seen London play so far, like, this is by far his best. I mean, there's some plays that you pulled off that had me looking at the other side of the field, and you're running down the opposite sideline. And like your fake game, your like aim as far as your target throw, your target when you're throwing, like, it was a big. To me, it was. I just kept waiting for. No offense, I'm your competitor. I kept being like, damn, when's London gonna have a bad game? And it just didn't happen.
That is true. I'm usually good for one, but yeah, I think I was consistent this year. Thank you for the words there, but no, yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was trust, just like knowing the guys around me were gonna do what they needed to do, or what it was that just kind of let me settle in. I definitely, out of all the games, there was only really one that I went into that I was nervous, and that was that week 0 game where we started out real slow, and then after that, it was just kind of smooth sailing from there. So, I mean, the guys around me really enabled me to just kind of be an athlete and do what I do. So all credit to those guys, the other 7 who were on the field with me, and anybody who was in rotation, But yeah, I feel like the group around me really just let me really enabled what I could do.
So, I mean, as far as rankings, everybody's going to get out there and completely disagree and eat me alive. I definitely say you guys are in the top 5 of the teams I've ever seen. But
Yeah.
I'm going back old school, like the 2015 Mountain Lion team was incredible. I mean, they had a former NFL player on their team.
Lycus.
Pincus?
What?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
Yes. He played for the Steelers, right?
No,
he was like, Browns, Patriots.
Yeah.
Browns, Patriots, yep.
3 different teams he played for. And he was one of those guys that, like, all right, so back in the day, Stevie Eisenhuth, my defensive end, 99, he was skinnier, more fit, and he played for a team that we were on called the Flash. And we used to run him as a wide receiver down and crack this guy over and over and over to try to wear him down to be able to run the ball. It was a play that used to be legal. You can't do it now. But this guy would stop him in his tracks every time. I mean, he was incredible. And they had a receiver that I honestly believe, Kes Ginevro, I honestly believe he had it to play. I mean, he was a great college player, but he could have gone on. And, I mean, everybody on that roster played college football. They were just a really incredible team. They took a Cyclone team that hadn't lost anything that year, stopped them in their tracks, and beat them by 35. I know that just happened, but you're talking about, like, prime. Like, these guys were really getting rolling. Like, I feel like the 2017 Cyclone team absolutely has to be included in the list. If I'm not mistaken, Greg Medina went the entire season without throwing a single interception. They just beat everybody up. Offensively, they could do anything.
Defense was averaging like 6 or 7 points a game.
Offensively, they could do whatever they wanted, and they had the ability to back it up on the defensive side of the ball. So they're a team that has to be included in that. Of course, my 2024 team has to be, because our defense could back up everything we had. But that's a factor that we just keep, having to say. If we're talking 3 out of the 5 just immediate teams there, is the defenses. So, like, the offenses had to be on point, but they had to have the defense to back him up, and I feel like all those teams did. Like,
Yeah.
those are the best I ever saw.
Now, would you guys say the 2025 Comanche offense beats the 2025 Comanche defense?
Oh, yes, sir. We just had this talk today. We just
Yeah.
had this talk today.
Yeah. Real, real. I ain't gonna. Nah, go ahead. Go ahead and say it. I ain't gonna say nothing.
No, I'm not going. I'm not going to stir the pot too much. They're probably about to start going off on me in the chat. But no, we just had this talk today, and I think me and Chase were going at the entire defense, saying we'd walk them. But I mean, it was bad. Don't get me wrong. We were battling in practice in the preseason, and then I mean, honestly, we hit like midway through the season, and we didn't like. There was a point where I didn't think anybody would stop us from scoring again. I think the Tomahawks stopped us on one drive, on like it might have been a dropped pass, and I lost my shit because I was like I was so confident that we would not see another drive without scoring. But no, yeah, our defense is great though. As much as I'm gonna sit here and say that we'd stomp them, they're great. But I don't know. It's just confidence,
If you
confidence and
had
execution.
going against your defense, if you had to say what the weak point is, why would you say Q?
What?
Ah, ah. Yo, James, that was good. Nah, that was good. 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 Wow.
You had an awesome game. Awesome game.
I had my
Too,
best
Sunday.
game I think I ever had.
Kyrie
Yeah,
had a great game.
I can attest to that.
Kyrie had a phenomenal game.
No, yeah, shout out to Kyrie. He had a rough week the week before against the Tomahawks. Not a rough week, but it was an unlike Kyrie week. Like we expect him to go out and be that lockdown guy, and he slipped up. So to come out the next week and just be that lockdown guy and show out, get 2 interceptions against one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That's a shout out to him for just being great, man.
Mensa was locked down all season. He's
Oh
out
yeah,
there
yeah, yeah.
dislocating his shoulder. Fucking
Yeah,
motherfuckers up. Excuse my language. He just
no, yeah. I mean, all over the place. Those guys. Oh, shout out to the Mustangs. Shout out. No, I'm not gonna say that. I
yo,
love
you
those.
a dickhead.
I'm just being for real though. Like Ao, Adrian Otero, he came in. He was a
Definitely.
dog. Mensa came in, dog. Tez came in, dog. Like it's just train. Like come on. Like I
Yeah,
don't want to be that
that
guy.
was
I don't want to be that guy. But they did fill some major roles, and they did it very well. So
very
100%.
well. Very well.
100%.
Coach Pryor said, "Let me game plan. I think we'd hold y'all under 25."
nah, wouldn't happen. Because even if you say that matchups are perfect across the board, like completely even matchup, a perfect offense will always beat a perfect defense. That's just how football is laid out.
We know y'all weaknesses if y'all have any.
Yes, Q.
See, I knew it.
No, it's not. No, that's my guy, man. Q
No, I'm being
definitely
a
stepped
hater.
up. Oh, shout out to the O line too. I love y'all, motherfuckers.
Hey man, they did all the talking. I honestly they carried the offense. They just kind of
Did
let
you
us
get
do
sacked?
whatever.
Did you get sacked the whole game?
I
No.
didn't get stacked the whole season, brother.
Oh my
That's
God, I did not
crazy.
know that.
That is
Oh
crazy.
my God. Oh
Not
my
at
God.
all.
Oh my
Not
God.
once,
I think the Buffaloes got me one time on a 2-point conversion, and that was
which
it.
don't count.
Oh my
And it
God.
doesn't-
Yo, everybody else, please get better, bro, because this is not good for the league. Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Like everybody's saying my passing was
Oh my
better because
gosh.
I didn't get I had no pressure ever.
Oh my gosh.
There was a game against the Wolves. I think I had 8 seconds in the pocket. Like went back and looked at film, and I genuinely had 8 or 9 seconds. And that wasn't even me like moving around. That was me standing like feet planted.
That's insane looking for somebody to get open that long. Wow.
Yeah. No, yeah, the O line. Shout out to them. All five of them.
Burger, Joe, Chase,
Those
Jared.
DBs from the Wolves are probably watching this and like punching air now.
No, I mean, yeah, there's not much you
Knowing
can
that
do.
they struggled to cover for that long, and you were just standing there waiting for them to tire out.
No, yeah, I was waiting for something to come across. I don't know. But that's not me shade. That's not me throwing shade. I mean, they held us to our second lowest score of the season in the first time we saw them. So I don't know how that happened, but
Yeah. But this great season. Same thing with the receivers too. LA, he comes through and we didn't have
Shout
him for like four games, three
yeah.
yeah,
Shout,
games.
shout out to Wayne for coming in the season late.
Yep.
Shout out to
Yep.
Wayne for
He
sure.
came in for a huge role.
Yeah.
Uh Lantis and Dieter, they led the defense. Mensa, all of them. Stump. Um
Faust was all over the ball all the
Faust,
time.
yeah. Yeah.
Anybody who keeps saying Faust isn't good anymore, like please, like leave that alone. Cause
He
man,
smoked number
Is, it,
14 on that
is
kick
that real?
return.
Is that real propaganda?
I hope
Is
not,
that real
bro.
thing people be saying?
I hope not, bro. I hope not. I hope
Mm.
not.
I mean,
I
you
don't know
always
if it
get
was just
those where like people get jealous that they left, and they're like, "Oh, it was for the best. He didn't have it anymore anyway." So like, you're always going to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Faust, stop doing that fake throw up shit you do.
I don't think he fakes it, bro. He
Yeah,
nah. He
I swear
doesn't.
to God, he does.
He's really
some,
thrown up. Like it's
sometimes, yeah, sometimes I
yeah.
think
That's a
he
real
was
life thing.
genuinely ripping.
I don't know if anybody's seen. Did you see Train throw up on the field and get a
Listen.
carry right, bruh? First
Listen.
of all, yeah, just walk into the end zone, my guy. What the fuck?
Yo, we was in what pro and I looked next to him and I just heard "Ugh," and I'm like, you
Yo,
good?
I don't
I'm
know
like,
how
what's
I
wrong
missed
with
that, bro.
you?
I didn't like in the
yo,
moment. I didn't see it at
yo,
all. Like
that
I
is
didn't notice it at all.
crazy. They get a handoff after that is just nuts. It's
He
nuts to
said it
me.
was nerves.
Yeah, that's nuts, bro. That's crazy. Shout out Train, yo, because man,
He's done that a lot over the years.
in the middle of the play is just that's
I
that's
seen one he
different.
did one last year with the Mustangs. He did that shit.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it's
Yeah, when we did the Nightmare Mustangs last season, and I was cleaning up afterwards, and I'm walking on the Mustang sideline. I'm like, whose fucking kid threw up all over the damn place? And Billy's like, oh, that was Train. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, that's crazy.
one more thing. Shout out to Dirty.
That boy's good.
You
Facts.
seen the bat
That,
flip he did?
that boy's good, man.
That hurt just watching.
Man, shout out to 12 for having such a bad day. We appreciate you, man.
Oh,
Damn.
that's
Man,
crazy.
Damn.
he's a
Who was
corner,
that?
so I gotta come after him. Man,
Damn,
that's tough. Bad
that's
day.
tough.
Who
Did
was
he?
that had a bad day?
I forgot it. I don't know his name. He was number 12 for the Legends. He played corner.
Whoever was guarding Dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. It was a wrap.
Same play
I
on
don't
both
know how
sides of the
Dirty
field
got
is
so
tough.
far behind him.
He was too slow. That's what it was, just too slow. He started running once he was 5 yards ahead of him. Like it was too late.
30 does that to everybody though.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks for sure. Like it sucks, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, this was
It feel
incredible
it
season.
it feels good to see another corner get scored on in the chip, and it wasn't me.
You know
Crazy.
what I
You be
keep
just telling
watching
on
and keep
yourself,
I'm
yeah.
like in
Hey,
tears
hey,
every time I
bro.
see it.
Hey, man.
Is Dirty's video in the reel.
Oh, but from the Tomahawks game.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I cry every time I watch that. I just can't stop laughing at it.
It's hilarious.
I'm a whole.
He is like so serious about it. And I spread the cheeks. I pull out my wee wee. Like that has me in
Wow.
tears every
Yeah,
time. I'm like,
that's
there's
a
no way
crazy
that's his real
video.
voice.
It
Yeah,
is crazy. It
Yeah,
is
it
crazy.
really is.
He got married. He got married that day before, and that was literally the night before the game.
it was fucked up. No, that was. We had so many like, even like after the games, man. We were go out to eat, and that's a good thing too. Then man, you get that team bonding, and it was so much fun. Seriously, it was so much fun.
Oh yeah, I know the spot gonna love to not have to see us come in every Saturday anymore.
Yeah,
That
Larry
one.
So
Nixon talking
speaking of
about
that,
dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'll ask each one of you, what was your favorite memory this year? You could have multiple of them, but what do you think is going to stick out with you for the rest of your playing days and possibly beyond?
I
That's a
mean,
hard question.
yeah, I'll start. I'll try to avoid just saying the chip, just to be that basic guy. Like obviously winning the chip and that night. I'll exclude the festivities after that too, just because that all goes hand in hand. But nah, probably. I mean, it was like a weekly thing, just being able to get with the guys, and we usually find like a bar or something in whatever town we were playing in too, unless it was like Indiana County. We everybody just went home after that. But I think just every week, just sitting down with a group of guys and grabbing a drink and food and just shooting the shit over whatever. I mean, sometimes we talk about football, but most of the time we were just there chatting. And then I don't know. It's just I think a collection of the little things is what I'm gonna say. It's like there's not one thing that stuck out, but like I can remember something small from everybody on the team that I can look back on and be like, oh yeah, that was funny, or oh, I can't believe we did that. So just little stuff.
I think the ultimately I can probably piggyback off of London. It's more of the team bonding, like even on the sidelines, man. Like honestly, when I look at film, and we all we look at ourselves a lot, but I actually look on the sidelines, and every single one was happy for everyone. I think that was like incredible, man. Like everybody was cheering for each other. It was pretty cool, man.
I can feel that. I definitely can piggyback off that because it was different, man. We felt the vibe from the beginning, and it was just everybody rallying towards one goal. It was lovely to see. It was lovely to see, man.
Thor, you have any questions?
Oh, I don't know what you guys covered before I got on here, but um, just enjoy it. Like I say when I won it, I put pictures of me and the trophy and the belt in bed on Facebook because I just wanted to celebrate like the work that we put in, and I know that over the years the Comanches put in a lot of work, and you've been there several years, Q's been there several years, Dodson's been in the league since dirt was made.
Fuck you, Thor.
But yeah, just enjoy it. Like I would say though that it's harder the year after. They say it and you don't want to believe it, but it is. So be ready for it, and I look forward to seeing what you guys bring, to the field next year.
All I can tell you guys is if you're trying to repeat, don't sign Caleb Houston out of retirement.
Oh my God.
Ask Thor. He won in 22, signed Caleb in 23, never went back until 24 after Caleb retired again.
There's something like that. We can blame it on.
I'm blaming it 100% on Caleb. All right, so my last question. It's kind of a fun one. Tell me your favorite Monk story.
He's gonna kick our ass after this shit.
Don't hold anything back.
Man,
You start. I gotta dig. I gotta
I'm
dig
not
through the
saying
bank here
nothing.
real
I ain't
quick.
saying
I'll
nothing.
have the new president fine you guys if you're
my funniest
back.
Monk story is probably when I found out what his first name was. That's interesting.
Hey, don't say it. Don't
I'm
spoil
not
it.
saying it.
Don't
I'm not saying none
Don't
of that.
spoil
But
it.
like,
I don't even
yeah,
know.
I'm not. Yeah, that's not my spot. But I wasn't aware, and that was interesting. Very interesting.
It's a very common name.
I had no idea.
I never knew Monk was such a popular nickname until I came to this league.
Really,
Like, there was
Monk's the
Monk.
only monk I've ever known.
Nah,
No,
same,
there was a
same.
Monk of the
So yeah,
Cyclones too.
same.
Yeah, I don't know any other Monk.
And I think at one time, one of the Lee brothers was called Monk too. I was like, I never even knew that. Like, people called each other Monk. All right, Q, you got to get a better one than that one. That was weak. Now he's going
That
to
was terrible. Okay, swing back on me. That was bad.
If they'd have said the name, it would have probably been him.
No, I'm not. Nah. See, I
Yeah.
can't do that because a lot of people don't know.
All right. Well, now you got to have a strong one. You got to make up for it.
All right. Go ahead, Dawson. I'll go. I'll swing. Let's swing back.
I
Swing back.
don't got one.
Okay.
I'm
I have
dead
to
ass
say,
serious. I don't got one.
man, it's tough.
You're taking too long. I'm saying mine.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Lud.
go ahead.
Just because I thought of a funny
Oh.
one. So we're out in and this is recently. I said I was gonna try to avoid anything from the championship game just because it was like obviously you're gonna say championship, but nah. That night there was this late night pizza shop, and we're all sitting in there waiting for food, and Monk and Joe ordered an Uber to go back to the hotel, but it came before Monk's pizza came out, so he said fuck it, just left. And then me and Dirty got
Oh, I got a funny story.
we got pizza to take back to him because he left before his came out, and we pulled back up to their hotel. Granted, he didn't even know we were coming. He just said what room he was in. We were just gonna go knock on the door and leave it there. And we get up to the elevator and we turn down the hall toward his room, and he is just standing there in the hallway of this hotel barefoot, holding the championship trophy on his shoulder. and it was the fun. I don't know what we. I mean, we were pretty intoxicated, but we were dying laughing because we turned out and he has no shoes on. Everybody's out. Everybody else is out in the parking lot like chilling still, and he's just up there standing in the hallway, just dogs out, holding the trophy. I'm like, bro, what is going on? I don't think I've ever laughed as hard at Monk than that
So
moment right there.
let's rewind back to the pizza shop. So he left. He left. Guess who was there waiting for him to take him back to the hotel? I was, right? I got a fucking ticket because of that shit, dog. Cop comes in, he's like, "Why you in the do not enter alleyway?" I'm like, "Look, I'm just waiting for my teammates. We just, had a championship game. I'm just trying to be responsible." Another cop comes up, said, "Hey, you getting a ticket?" I said, "I'm just sitting here, yo. Like, why you gonna give me a ticket? Give me a $203 ticket." Monk said, "Yo, I got $50. Don't ask me for shit."
I think my funniest story of Monk involved a ticket too. Back in 2019, uh, we call it the Trey Campbell game, where he fumbled like 7 times, and we ended up coming back and beating the Comanche. And at the end of the game, Monk goes back to his car, and there's like 3 cruisers, and I guess everybody on that side of the road parked the wrong way, so everyone got a ticket, and Monk was like losing his shit. Like after, not only did they lose the game, they all got tickets out.
Oh, that's a good one, James. Nah, that one's good. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a good one. That was a crazy day. Everybody was pissed.
All right, Q, what's your better one?
I'm not really good with on-site questions, man. It's kind of sad.
You say onside?
On-site questions, like
Um,
that's yeah. Because I know I'm gonna think of a good one once we get off here. I'm gonna be pissed.
We'll take that shit in the real.
Right, right.
they follow up on the conversation.
Damn. Q. We still love you though.
Terrible Q. All right. Before we go, anything you guys want to say to anybody? Maybe to your haters, whatever. This is
I see
your
what you're doing.
shine.
I see what you're doing.
It's stirring.
Jonathan, what do you want to say to Thor?
I'm gonna be humble.
Hey, I don't know. All I know is if I see my name on the reel one more time, I'm about to I'm about to start typing crazy. That's all I know.
Do it. Do it.
Mention you in the reel when we get off here. Gotcha.
Hey, I'd be surprised if somebody hasn't already. Gosh, this whole like last week, man. I don't know what it is.
They were saying crazy shit. Crazy shit.
This was like my first time being in the reel in probably like almost 3 years.
It's a fun time. Actually, no, that's facts. I haven't been in the. That's crazy. You know what? Because the last time I was in the reel was my rookie season when we went to the chip. So maybe I just have to be in the reel every year, and it's an insta lock for Comanche and the chip. I don't know what the line is, but
That was whew. You can't throw the ball, London.
I did only throw twice.
It just
I was like 2 for 3 with 2
I'm just gonna
touchdowns.
say these stats. This man had 788 passing yards, 27 passing touchdowns. 538 rushing yards. I might be wrong. Monk gonna kill me. And what 18 rushing TDs?
That guy's
Yeah.
Something
good.
like that. That shit's crazy, man.
That guy's good.
He got 45 touchdowns. They saying he can't do nothing. He can't. He's a running back.
Man,
Fuck out of here. You just
three
mad because
years
you can't do it.
3 years ago, I was hearing London's never gonna win one.
Bro, I wasn't even old enough to drink 3 years ago, bro. How you gonna be?
Still, bro,
How they
came a
hating on me
long
before?
right, bro. Came a long way for sure.
2022 was your rookie season, right?
It sounds like it. I think so. 22, 23, 24. Yeah, so this would have been season 4. So yeah, it would have been 22. Because I remember I saw that hellish defense in the championship game. I think I just really don't like playing against Zach Hoy. I think that was my thing. Now
Listen,
that he,
I give him credit. He's a
Nah,
great, fantastic. He's a beast, man.
he's good.
And what pissed me off about him, that dude wrestles. I hate playing middle linebackers that wrestles because they get super low, man.
yes, and they don't miss tackles. Like
No, none.
they just grab you, bro. It's insane.
That shit's annoying.
I've never been on a sideline and seen a linebacker call out so much shit in my life.
And be right. Like I've seen them sit there and call it out like they think they know it, but like
Nah,
shit, he
he's
was right
definitely right.
most of the time, and I'm like,
Yeah,
well, I don't want to audible and let him know he's right.
He's like, fuck it. Just call it.
With Sheldon Jones, and people can say he's the old man all they want, but he was a great linebacker too. So they complemented each other well.
Mm. I was
Sheldon.
gonna say I caught Sheldon at the end of his. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was still a great linebacker, but I definitely don't think I saw him whenever he was at his most athletic. He was definitely slowing down, but his mind was still there. He was not missing assignments at all. So kudos to that. But he wasn't all over the field like Hoy as much as Hoy was. But still, both like you said, they complemented each other well. There was a great two minds to have running around together in the middle. So I'll give my flowers to them for that. But
The only person I've ever seen that was like that, like I wasn't
Nick
coaching in the league
Sykes.
anymore when Sheldon and Hoy and them were doing it, but DJ Farrell. My first year, 2016, we go to the Cyclones to play a game, and DJ's on my side just talking shit the entire game. Oh, coach, you better audible. I'm gonna pick this one off. I know exactly where you're going with it. Don't run this play. And he's rattling off the entire play we're about to run. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, come on. I'm like, get the hell away from my sideline. And like he just like, you better audible, you better audible. And we didn't audible, and he got a pick six the other way. He goes, and he's laughing and yelling at me the entire time as he's running to the end zone. I'm like, what a dick. Like it's
Nick Sipes was like that too, man.
yeah.
That motherfucker pissed me off. Like he was just his preparation was ridiculous, man.
And not only could he tackle like incredibly, but he was like beating the shit out of you while he was doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was
Funny story.
he was part of that great Mountain Lions team. He
Yep.
was their main linebacker. But again, he's another one. He was like a state tournament, if not a state champion wrestler, and then
Yep.
chose to go to college to play football and thought he was going to play linebacker and ended up as safety and then got moved to running back and then back to linebacker, and it really made him a versatile dude. Like he could carry the hell out of the rock, and then he would play every down on the defense. And he holds the tackle record. Hoy tied him. It's 108, but this guy is the original guy that set that number.
Nick Sipes was incredible. Funny story about him too. I dislocated my shoulder. I went to physical therapy, and they gave me a referral to go to the state college. So I'm sitting in the waiting room. They call me back. Guess who walks the fuck in, yo? Nick motherfucking Sipes.
Yep.
Said, "Hey Dodson, what you doing here?" I said, "I dislocated my shoulder." I said, "Yo, I need a cortisone shot." He comes in with this big ass fucking needle, yo. He said, "I'm gonna enjoy every bit of this shit." I'm like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah, I broke my arm and I walked in and he was there and I was like, no way.
Sipes was always a big help to the league. I mean, behind the scenes, he still was. Not many people realize that Nick Sipes was still involved with the league. But like, I can't respect that guy enough. Like everything he did was right down the line, and it's which always made me laugh because what people don't realize is Sipes was the arbitrator for any time there was like suspensions and appeals and all that stuff. I mean, I could say that now, but I couldn't say it before. And like, what would always make me laugh because like one of the times like Monk's like the arbitrator doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He's never been a part of this league. He doesn't. And I'm like, there's awards named after Sipes. There's records that Sipes set. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, Monk. I'm like, he probably doesn't. It's...
Yeah, he was a good dude. Yeah. All right, I'm out. I gotta go to work in the morning.
All right, guys. Thank
It's
you.
past Dawson's bedtime.
Yeah, I'm old as shit, man. I'm probably gonna be late for work tomorrow. But, all right, man.
I
Love you,
appreciate you
London.
guys
Love
being
you,
on.
Q.
Peace, y'all.
See you
That
guys.
was wow.
Later.